Hi guys, I hope you're well. It's currently Sunday the 23rd of May 2021 and welcome to week 280 of my weight loss journey. In last week's video we all saw I had a great loss of 4.5 pounds or 2 kilograms, which meant my body mass index went from 48.7 down to 48.1. I'm going to start the proceedings off by reviewing my calorie consumption for the past week, which we can see in the graph above. The average of this was 2,455 compared to the previous week at 2,468. It's still within my 2,500 calorie allowance average for the week, which is ultimately what I'm aiming for. We all know in last week's video I showed you my cabbage, broccoli, chicken salads, which I said were a little bit bland, so I was going to change things up a little bit this past week. Still having my cabbage and broccoli as the foundation, but I decided to take one of my frozen large batches of homemade spaghetti bolognese sauce with minced beef steak and lots of veg all crammed in together. So it is healthy stuff. It's nice. So just like last week, I'm going to show you ultimately the base, which is the cabbage and broccoli, and then with my bolognese sauce added onto it. So that's what I've had for my meals, for my lunch and evening meal on Monday right through to Friday. So those are the pictures of what I've mainly been consuming throughout the week. How about my fluid consumption though? This has slightly reduced from the previous week to 3,436 millilitres, just short of my target of 3,500 millilitres. So it's not great, but it's not massively bad either. So anyway, moving on to my activity levels for the past week in the form of my step count. This can be seen in the graph above. The average of this was 10,537 compared to the previous week at 13,503. There has been a reduction in steps overall this week. It was all going perfectly well right up until Thursday, when the weather just changed in the UK. So Thursday and Friday, it was mainly raining all day, especially when I got back home from work. So I just decided I'm not going to get wet through, because generally that's what happens when I go out for a walk in the rain, as you would expect. As we all know, every 5 weeks I retake my body measurements to see if I've made any progress in that area as well. So without further ado, here are my latest results. Out of the 14 body measurements which I monitor, I've not seen any losses across any of those. Therefore, in the 280 weeks that I've been doing this weight loss journey, I've lost a total of 125.7 inches, which is 319.3 centimetres. It's that time of the week where we all get to see if I've managed to lose any more weight, so here it is guys, here's my weigh-in. I weigh 163.1 kilograms, which is 359.5 pounds, or 25 stone 9.5 pounds. This means in the past week I've seen a loss of 3.5 pounds or 1.6 kilograms. Now if I compare this result to the result I obtained at Slimming World, you can see this right here. At Slimming World this week I also saw a loss of 3.5 pounds or 1.6 kilograms. Based on this week's weight loss, this is my body mass index go from 48.1 down to 47.7. And for my third weight loss target, last week it was 54.6% complete, and after the loss it goes up to 59.6% complete. So in the 280 weeks that I've been doing this weight loss journey, I've lost a total of 181.7 pounds, which is 82.4 kilograms, or 12 stone 13.7 pounds. Next week, food-wise, I'm going to replicate what I've had this past week. Yes, I'm going to have a foundation of cabbage and broccoli, and of course, I've taken another one of my homemade bolognese sauces out of the freezer. So that is going to be my meals for Monday to Friday. I'm hoping to see another £3 loss minimum. Hopefully I'll be able to do it. Obviously £3 is my maximum weekly target that I've always been working with since day one of my journey. Anything between 1 and 3 pounds is generally what I like to see. But we all know things have become rather static and kind of plateaued if you look at my results over the past year or so. So these past 2 weeks of results have been very positive and certainly helping with my motivation. So I'm wanting to continue with this, obviously keep that run of positive results going for as long as possible. Now, activity wise, of course, I would love to be able to fit in my walking after work each day, and I'm hoping the weather will stay on my side to allow me to do this. I'll continue doing my dumbbell chest exercises on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and again, I'm wanting to see that 3 pound result loss next weekend. So hopefully that's what I'll see. But other than that, guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's video. As always, if you'd like to continue following me along the weight loss journey and hopefully get to see much less of me in the future, by all means subscribe to my channel so you don't get to miss out on any future videos that I post. I wish you all a fantastic week. Stay safe, look after one another, and I'll see you all again next Sunday.